Hello my fellow weirdos and welcome back to another speed build. I haven't done one of these in a long time and I still say speed build, like really weirdly. I don't know why I do that. But anyways, I started building this house as a set for one of my stories. All I wanted was a quaint little cottage or a little like ranch house in not Copper Creek. Why do I keep calling it Copper Creek? Chestnut Bay? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, the horse ranch town. I just wanted a cute little house. And I found this really cool floor plan. I really liked it a lot. It was supposed to be little. It was supposed to only have one dormer. And the little part sticking out on the side over there is actually a garage. But I didn't want to make it a garage. So I ended up making it like a rec room or something. I think it was a rec room, or did I make it into an office? I can't even remember. Anyway, by the way, hello, I'm Flower the Weirdo. Thanks for coming to check out my speed build here. This one actually surprised me. As you can see, as it goes along, it gets bigger and bigger. And it turns out really, really big. And I'm trying to keep the G, hit the key to get rid of the grid, because I noticed in the speed builds it's kind of annoying to see that like flashing around. So it'll be in there a couple of times, but I take it out as many times as I can remember. It comes back and goes away. Anyway, so what I was saying is this house is very surprising to me because I really didn't think it was all that wonderful. Like I just thought it was a house. It's just like any other house I make, but apparently people really love it because it's up to almost 600 downloads on the gallery already. And it's been up there, I think, about a week, maybe. It really surprised me because my downloads usually in my gallery only get like 20 or 30. There's a couple of them that I have that are in the hundreds. One of them, or no, I think a couple I have like 2 or 3 in the 200s. And the second highest one that I have, other than the Max's Fave, which is at like 50,000 or something, I don't know. But that, I don't usually count that because it's like, I don't know. Anyway, the next one I have is the base game Daddies, which is the 100 Baby Daddy series that I've been doing. That's at, well, it was at 321. I don't know what it's at now. But yeah, anyways, so this farmhouse turned into something a lot bigger than what I was expecting it to be, but it did turn out really, really pretty. I had a bit of trouble trying to get that roof over the porch, and then I was trying to decide what kind of railing to put on the porch. And I don't know about you, but whenever I put porches, I always put that like lattice thing underneath, just because like the porches are made of wood, but they could not be made of wood, you know? They could have like an actual foundation under them. I don't know. I just always put the lattice thing. But yeah, here I'm trying to test out different windows, and do I use the horse ranch windows? I think I do. And I love the way those square windows came out on that dormer. Not the dormer, that's a gable, I think that's called. The dormer is the tiny one. So yeah, I do use the horse windows in this one. And I just thought that little pinch in there. See, the reason I make the houses go in like that is so the roof doesn't like go across the side of the house. So I thought that little like thing where I put the tree was a perfect little cubby for a tree. I'm doing this on my laptop, but sitting at my computer, and I keep looking at the camera. But I'm not filming my face. So I keep turning my head to look at the camera instead of looking at what I'm doing. So yeah, I was going to put a tree or like make like a garden box like I normally do for the front there. And I saw that rock and I was like, oh my God, this rock is beautiful. I love this rock. So I had to put the rock out there. And lately I haven't been as landscape-y as I normally am, because normally I do a lot more landscaping. But, yeah, I kind of like the simpleness of this landscape. It's a little bit, well, it's simple compared to what I normally do. And I am going to say this again. I say this in a lot of my speed builds. But I think everybody should do it when you're placing flowers or bushes or anything. Just turn it like 2 clicks each time you place one, because that will look more natural. I have to stop myself from looking at that camera. That will look more natural in your build. Oh, and I was going to put the dull daisies under that tree, but I saw the wildflowers and I was like, no, I think I'll put the little wildflowers in there. The wildflowers. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm about to move into start doing the inside of the house, and those doors are so cool. I love those. They're like archways, but they look like the barn doors. I think they look so neat. Yeah, and I like that back one. It has the barn door and the like opening door. I think that looks really cool, and it fit really well with the house. But yeah, I really, really had a lot of fun making this one. It's a little bit like the floor plan. When I first started, it was like exact to the floor plan, but then I kind of changed it up a little bit because I was trying to fit the rooms up on the top floor and have enough room for like a wide hallway, because I hate when I'm playing The Sims and there's like a little teeny tiny 1 square hallway. So I like to have my hallways be like either 2 or 3 wide. And there I do the little triangle and square things on the sides again, because I just think it looks so neat. The only thing is when you look into it, it just looks empty. Like I would rather it look dark or something, like there's a house up there, but because I put it on the gable, it just looks weird. Yeah, so it looks weird to me. And here I am. If you see me doing that, sometimes I'll take those out, but I just look in the gallery to see how it looks. And that's when I decide, you know what? I can't figure out how to do the roof there, so I'm just going to make the second floor wider. So I did. I made the second floor wider, which made it into like a totally different sized house. And I didn't feel like doing the roofing trick where you can actually use the upper floor. So the third floor is like pretty much unplayable, so I didn't put anything up there at all. I just decorated it. I put some lights, or I put wallpaper and flooring up there and then some lights, but I just left it all blank. And you guys can use your imagination if you want to play on the third floor. I don't like when the roof hides it, and there is a trick you can do to stop that from happening, but it involves like putting the side roofs a little bit higher, a little bit lower, and it's so tedious, and I couldn't be bothered with this house because you already have 2 floors. You don't really need a third floor, especially since it was supposed to be a little like 2-bedroom house. I think it ended up being 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. The 5th bedroom being the top floor, but there is also the office downstairs, which could be converted into another bedroom. But here I'm making this stable. Now I wasn't sure how to make the stable, so I don't think I show it, but I keep pulling up the one that they put in the gallery, like the Maxes put in there for reference, because I was not sure what to do and like what I needed to put in it and stuff. So yeah, I kept pulling that picture up for reference. And I didn't turn my CC off, which it was so hard to like go through all that stuff, especially the deco sims. I have so many deco sims, and every time I would open like sculptures, it would just all be like hundreds of deco sims, and then finally I'd get to the actual sculptures. There is a way I could turn that off, but I couldn't figure it out, or I think it was Twisted Mexi hadn't updated their thing yet, so I wasn't sure if I could use it. I don't know. I don't think I have it in there at this point. That would be the Better Build By mod that I use. And this back area, I kind of was unsure what to do with it, but I really love the way it turned out. Like, I just put, I think those are Lily of the Valleys. And then because I know lavender is kind of prevalent in the area, I figured I would put some lavender out there. And then I just kind of made like a little mini garden thing. And I put the wine making thing and the grill. Or the grill and the winemaking thing. And then I put this, the camp site, which I'm going to do in a second here. There you go. I put that there, and I'm sitting here thinking, does that really make sense to be on, I'm looking at the camera again, but does that really make sense to be on the cement? I don't know. It kind of seems to me that I should have put dirt there, but whatever, it's fine. And those arches, I just kind of was messing around with those like dirt arches that I made, but I liked the way they look, so I left them there. And then I made it seem like there was a reason the dirt arches were there by putting the daisies in there. Those are the, what are those called? The wild daisies or something? Oops-a-daisy. How could I forget that? That's the oops-a-daisy because they're just wild daisies. And I threw prairie grass around because I thought maybe, you know, you could collect nectars or fruits or something from it and make your wine with it. So yeah, and right there you could see all the deco sims right at the beginning. And I love the new gnome. He's so cute with the little like wagon. It's so adorable. And then I put those bushes there, but I think I moved them later. And I love the new going into tab mode. I had it before with Twisted Mexie's mod, but now everyone can do it. Going into tab mode, well, and build. I think it's called free cam or something like that. And yeah, I was trying to figure out what to put on that porch, and I know that horse quilt thing usually goes on barns, but I figured it would be a nice decoration for the house. And then here is where I don't know what to do. Like I'm struggling a lot because these rooms are so huge. I have no idea what to do with them. I know what each room is. I know what's supposed to go in that room, but I have no idea what to put in each of these rooms. And I'm trying to stay away from, because normally when I do a build, it's usually like a teal color. Like I always stick with that teal color. So I'm trying to like step out of my comfort zone with that and like try different colors. And since green is my favorite color, I think, I don't know if I do it yet, but I start out, because, okay, so the whole point of this, what I wanted to do, everybody's been putting up these houses with these dark colors everywhere. Well, I wanted to try and do it with like more lighter colors and make it kind of light and airy, but still have the rustic, like country feel. It almost looks more like a beachy, I guess you would call it. I don't know. Oh, and then I decided to throw a chimney on the side there, and I really like the way that turned out. I do play around a little bit with it because I'm not sure how exactly I want it. But then I go back into the living room. I kind of jump around a lot when I do builds. But yeah, here I'm trying to do everything. I in my mind, I was going to do everything white. And then I changed it to those green couches. And I thought, well, maybe I'll do some green. So then I made the chimney a little bit bigger there because it's the fireplace that comes with it is a 3-space fireplace. So I figured the chimney should be 3 spaces. So, oh, and look, I left in my little pausing thing. And yeah, so I put these benches here because they match the couch, and I wasn't sure exactly what I was doing. I was basically just throwing furniture everywhere and hoping it looked good. But I was trying to use as much horse ranch stuff as possible, and I think it turned out really well. Especially once I stick with the green theme, which is like right here. I start doing everything green. Which is really hard because a lot of the greens don't match. Well, it's like that with a lot of colors. I just looked at the camera. I need to just like put blinders up here. But yeah, because I'm like turning my head completely to look at that camera. But yeah, so I put the little player piano. I don't know if it's a player piano. It's a like stand-up piano. But in my mind, it's like a player piano because, I don't know, it looks kind of like one. And I wasn't sure what color to do that one. So I just did it kind of a gray or a light tan. But then, yeah, once that green came together, then I started turning everything green. I'm like, yes, green floors, green ceilings, green walls. No, I didn't do the ceilings green. When I got that silly grid on, I got to take that off. But yeah, I'm trying to make a more conscious effort to not use the grid because I was using it as a crutch. I don't really need the grid. I can turn it off. It gets kind of annoying when it's on in these, I think. I don't know. Do you like the grid or do you like no grid? I just looked at the camera. Oh my god. I'm so used to doing other videos. But yeah, I wasn't sure whether to go light or dark in the kitchen, in the dining room. So I think I went with a darker, like the darker wood. And then in the kitchen, I think I go with the darker wood in there too. But still have everything else kind of light. Yeah, I mean, well, it's green with the darker countertop. And then my favorite thing to do in the kitchen is put a window by the sink. So I was trying to do that, but I didn't know where to put the stove because somebody said you have to have some kind of triangle between the stove and the fridge, and then I start getting anxious about where I'm placing the fridge and the stove and the sink. I don't know where to put it. And I did stack those wine things all the way up to the top, but later on it doesn't go all the way up to the top, and I don't know if I turned it on with move objects on off or something, because I had to manually enter it in. Normally, thanks to Twisted Mexi, I have it on all the time, but since I wasn't using that mod at the time, I had to keep typing it in every time, and I forgot. So I think those the wine racks got knocked down, so it's only 2 levels high. And then the bathroom, I wasn't sure what to do with the bathroom at all. I'm like, I know I want it green, but I have no idea what to do. And I added toilet paper because I hardly ever add toilet paper to it. But I really like the way the bathroom came out. I know that's weird because, you know, a bathroom is a bathroom. But I like the way the wood is and the placement of everything. Like, I just keep moving it around and moving it around. But this little bathroom rack that came with the horse ranch is so cute. The little shelf thing between the toilet and the sink. I love that. And then I made like a built-in. I didn't even plan on making that. But later on when I do something and I move it, I'll pull it forward. So it's like pulled to the edge of it. I don't know if that's in the actual house or just the room where I pulled it forward so it looks like a built-in bookshelf. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I love cow print. I think cow print is one of the, like, I don't know, I just love cow print. So I had to make a room with the cow print. So that room is a little bit darker than the rest. It's the study. In my mind, it's like the main person who decorates the house has a theme, but then everybody else who lives in the house is like, no, I don't want to stick with that theme. So the person who had this is like, I guess, a man cave. So I made it kind of more masculine, and I had the darker colors, and I added the pictures on the wall that I normally use, but instead of using the people that I always use, I use the landscapes. So there I am checking it out inside. Now, I don't know if you can ever see the ceiling, but there's, I think it's called Old World Planks. And I don't know why, but I just love the way, you'll see it in the end. I love the way that looks as a ceiling. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And I love that we can paint ceilings. It's so awesome. But this fireplace in the bedroom gave me so much trouble because I wanted it, I wanted to have like a separate section on the floor. Like, you know, if you're going to have a fireplace, you probably want to have like some kind of tile around it. I'm thinking fire safety here, like actual fire safety, not in Sims in-game fire safety, because there is no fire safety. But I do change up the planking in, because I have the vampire planks in there. But I do change it to like a more of a tile or a slate, I think. But I tried to limit my packs with this one because, you know, I'm very, very like pack heavy usually when I make my builds. And I think that might contribute to why this one is downloaded more. I mean, it is a really pretty house though too. But yeah, I used the green wood walls for pretty much everything. And I even put it, I kind of decorated. Oh, and my thoughts in the attic were like, it's unfinished. So I used the, I think it's like starboard or something. It's like a really unfinished looking wood. But yeah, so I'm back at this fireplace. I end up putting a fence around it, which makes the roof come into the bedroom. So I'm going to have to hide the roof now, if you see over there next to the bed. But I eventually, at the end, I don't think it's in the video, but I actually raised that up as a platform so that the fireplace is kind of up in the air. I really hope this is recording. I've never done it this way before. I'm so worried about it. But that bed, I love all the quilts that come on that bed. Like the tree quilt is so pretty. And then there's, I think there's a sheep quilt on it. And I'm pretty sure I put that in the other room. I'm not sure. I don't know. I had so much fun with this build. I was so inspired by everything in this pack. Like, it's so old worldy and beautiful. And if you want to do like an old west town, this is like perfect for it. And I love that decal. I don't know what it is, but it just matched that room like perfectly. And I had so much trouble with that bathroom door. I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. It looks weird pushed up against the wall like that. And I honestly don't know if you can use that rocking chair by the fireplace because it's butted up against the wall pretty hard. So the Sims might not be able to use that. I did not playtest this one. I've been trying to playtest them more, but I did not playtest this one at all. Oh, and then I went and so I took the bottom room instead of the bottom bathroom because I just wanted to copy everything in it. So I uploaded it to the gallery thinking that I could download it like the Maxis ones where you can like just pick and choose each thing out of the room. It's like, no, you can't do that. You can just place them one by one. I'm like, man. So yeah, I just had to go and place it like that. But yeah, there's the sheep bedspread. So I think, what did I call this? Like blue sheeps or something? Because instead of having the green, I decided to go with more of a blue theme in this one. Because like I said, each person is going to have a different look to their room. You know, they're not all going to stick with the theme of the person who owns the house or who's putting the house. So it's kind of like a light tan blue thing, and I really like the way this one came out. I know I say that about all of them, but I do like this whole build was so fun for me. And I noticed like after I uploaded them to the house or to the gallery, I noticed that I put those wardrobes next to both of the beds. Hold on, I lost my screen. Is this still recording? Yeah, okay. My screensaver kicked on because I'm not doing anything. I guess it kicks on after 20 minutes. But yeah. So, I have been talking a lot, haven't I? I guess I will let you go. I'm so excited to be doing speed builds again. I really missed it. I don't know why I had such builder's block, but I think I'm back into it now. But anyways, I'm going to let you watch the rest of this on your own without me yapping. If you like this video, please click the like button. Subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this one. Remember to click that the bell to remind you of when I post videos, because I do it so sporadically that I feel bad. But you'll be able to know when I post them by clicking that bell. In case you didn't know that, because, you know, everyone knows that. Anyway, this is my favorite room in the whole house right here. But yeah, remember to always stay weird because weirdos rule. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time in whatever I put up next. Bye. Thanks for watching.